I mean,
It's time now for a segment So Hot We Bottle It. And I gave a bottle to my grandmother, and now we don't let my grandkids drink the orange juice over there for breakfast. It's upset alert. Quick, before we get to the picks, we have a quick roundup on the scoring. It's only an hour show.
listen,
you
you guys are crushing, but Greg let you down last week.
It's okay.
And,
Coach,
Drew,
you knew a drought
lead-
was coming.
You got to lead this big.
I mean, it is. And here's the thing. Greg went with the smallest favorite. Greg he went a little four corners offense, prevent defense, whatever it is. By the way, just if you're curious about the scoring, like how does it work or whatever it is, again, it's very straightforward. It's very simple. At one point, if you cover, you get 3 points if you get an alert outright correct, plus the point spread difference. So there it is. Coach and Greg have a huge lead. Coach, floor is yours.
I'm going to make Kevin very happy.
Let's go.
And I'm picking New England.
Let's go.
Oh.
And
Over the Prince.
In London?
Believe it or not.
The Prince is great
We're
in London.
underdogs.
I'm taking New England.
Big underdogs.
And this is, it's going to say coach's keys on these graphics we show, but it's really more Wildes vibe check type of feel to this. Okay, so if we can pull up the first thing here, it's the optimism in New England. This is really a tale of two teams, and the way that New England is operating right now, and they played Drake May last week, and if we take a look at Drake May's stats, Drake throws 3 touchdown passes, which is more than Broussard had thrown in his 5 games. So there's all of that optimism surrounding the fact that he got in, they were productive offensively, they're excited about the young player. There's that component to it. Look at what Drake May had to say about the building and about the players. We're on the come up. We have a lot of things to look forward to and a lot of bright futures ahead. So that's another good indicator of the way that the building's feeling as they head to the UK. Now let's look at the flip side of that in Jacksonville and its anxiety.
This is all
okay.
vibes.
It's
a
complete
breakdown. I
vibe.
could have done this.
And the anxiety in Jacksonville is real. So they've got a team that they're supposed to beat. They should clearly beat. And if they don't beat this team, I'm going to honor Nick Wright here with the schedule. Take a look at what they're facing moving forward. So after New England, you've got Green Bay, you've got Philly, you've got Minnesota, and you've got Detroit.
They better win.
So you've got a team that you should absolutely beat, and now you've got a situation where you got 4 teams after that, and it doesn't look very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's talk about the other aspect of this. Okay, the ownership, and saw it with Woody Johnson. Woody had that connection to the UK.
Another international firing?
It's Shad Khan. He's tried to make the Jacksonville Jaguars the home team, the team that is all about the UK. And now if you're going to lose back-to-back games in the UK, he also owns a soccer team in the UK.
To rookie quarterbacks.
Fulham AC or Fulham FC or whatever it is. So it's important to him. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, he's never fired anybody. He's never fired anybody during the season. Totally get that. Woody Johnson had never done it either. There had never been a Jets coach fired. The last coach was 1976, and he left on his own, volition. So it's different. You got a coach on the hot seat. You might have a GM on the hot seat. You've got all that pressure.
The vibes are impressive.
So and the last thing I'm going to say is everybody thinks being there 2 weeks is a great thing. No, it's not. You're not in your bed. You're not with your family. You're not out like visiting Big Ben and eating meat pie.
You're eating terrible British food.
The chairs are small. Everything there is small. But it's just like it's so different where New England's going to fly in, play their one game. Those guys just want to go home.
See, I do.
And the chairs are small.
It may seem like a little thing.
I believe that.
But when you got a team full of giants, being uncomfortable for 2 weeks, it's not the best.
I buy that. The beverages are too small. I'm always thirsty in Europe.
This is a vibe. This is a
horrible.
vibe.
That was a great
not
one.
a stat.
I love the vibes,
We're
Coach.
compressed in time, so you have to go fast.
Sorry, it took
That was great. No, that was worth it.
That
Coach.
was the vibes were crazy. You almost convinced me. I'm definitely pulling against you because you got a big lead. But I'm going Raiders over Rams.
Oh.
This spread.
Love
Look,
it.
I'm not saying the
Swinging
Raiders
for
are
the
all
fences.
that, but I mean, they're 7-point underdogs to the Rams. The Rams. Rams are 1-4.
Good point.
All right, this is the worst start of McVay's career. I just was shocked by the spread. When I saw it, I said, oh my gosh, let me get in the document and put this 7. Yeah, and put this in there because I thought one of you two might take that, especially Coach. He swings for the fences.
The home game for the Raiders, too?
Well, that's the thing. The Raiders will have maybe as many fans as the Rams there, especially with the Rams playing poorly. Rams defense is horrible. I get it that the Raiders offense is bad too, but that defense is bad. You can score against it. Cooper Kupp might be back. That certainly would help the Rams, but they play Thursday, so maybe they'll keep him out and not try to have him play 2 games on short rest. So I got the Raiders in this.
I like that. All right, time now for Puxadani Phil of Football to make his upset alert pick. We have to go fast. Yes, I live in a log. You get it. Steelers over the Jets. I was shocked that this is even interesting, to be honest with you. Here's my coaching analysis.
Not swing for the fences.
No, I don't need to I'm trying to get W's. Yeah, I'm like Patrick Mahomes. Don't look at my numbers. Look at my W's. First of all, here's a pretty simple one. Steelers defense is really good. Surprise, surprise. That works. How about the Jets offense? Not good. They played okay against the Titans and the Patriots on a short week on the road. Everybody else, not good. Vikings, they weren't good against. Struggled against the Broncos, who I guess have a good defense. And I know what you're saying. What about Davante Adams? Oh, well, I'll counter that. What about Mike Tomlin? The last game Davante played against the Steelers, he had 20 targets, 13 catches, 172 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Do you think Mike Tomlin is going to allow that to happen again? Also, who did the Steelers play last week? Anybody know? Raiders is correct. Mike Tomlin's been studying Davante Adams and his hamstring healed magically last week. It's like, oh, okay, now I got to pull more. I already did this. And this guy hit me up for 13 catches on 20 targets. Not going to happen. Rodgers going to try to force it to him. That's not going to happen. Garrett Wilson's like, where's my targets? Steelers win.
Time for Nick's picks. Last week, it's hard when you do 3 picks a week. Can we show the standings? Can we show what I did? Nick's picks, any animation, anything, do it. Hobbs, get on your job. It's hard to do all that. It's hard to have a 500 week when you do 3 picks, but I did it last week. Because Browns got it right, Cardinals got it wrong, Washington, dead push, lost by 7. So we're 10-7-1, profitable on the year, but we're trying to get back to winning weeks. 2-1, 3-0 is really what we're going for. We're starting with the biggest dog on the board. Tennessee plus 9.5. Like, it's just too many points. It's just too many points. Buffalo, I understand. We saw them blow out Jacksonville. Saw them blow out Miami. Tennessee, as bad as they've been, they only were blown out once. It was the Malik Willis revenge game. Like, yeah, that's not going to happen here. Buffalo's on a shortish week after 3 straight road games. Don't love that. It's just too many points. This just feels like a boring game no one watches, and it ends up being 20-13. Buffalo take the points. Next, easiest pick of the year. Patrick Mahomes is a dog. Literally never lost. Not literally, but 11-1-1 against the spread. So almost never lost. It's just you have what team has the better coach? The Chiefs. What team has the better quarterback? The Chiefs. What team has the better defense? The Chiefs. What team has the best kicker? The Chiefs. What team's kicker has had 2 kickers injured trying to make tackles on kicks? These dopes. The Niners. What are you guys doing? You're a tough guy. You're a soccer player. Chiefs win the game outright, and I get a 1.5. And lastly, Monday night. Backdoor cover written all over it. Bake Show getting 3.5. Oh, I just feel it. I can see this coming all 5,000 miles away. Wow. The Ravens are cooking. The Ravens are leading this game by 10 the whole time. All of a sudden, it's 4th quarter. It's 30-20 Baltimore. And what do you see? Bake Show. Chris Godwin, slant to the house. Now it's 30-27. They're kicking an onside kick. They don't recover it. Baltimore's taking knees. Tampa loses by 3. That's a cover. Tampa plus 3.5. So, the 3 picks. Tennessee plus 9.5. Chiefs plus 1.5. Tampa Bay plus 3.5. That's a 3-0 weekend. That's Nick's picks for the week.
Excellent. More Kansas City, San Francisco next. Coach's controversial pick.
And Coach hasn't picked the Chiefs since Alex Smith was a quarterback. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.